yeoman's work. He's shorthanded. His point guard's out with the flu, and they have a chance to beat us. They're 3-1 in this building, had Florida down in the second half. They're undermanned. He's trying to play 7 guys. He has foul trouble in the first half, and they have a chance to beat us. I told him what he did at our place and here. You know, I'm very impressed with his ability to coach, to feel the game, to go to zone when he needs to and trap. And I love the fact that his teams fight. That's all I want to see. When I'm watching a coach, I want to see how hard his team plays. Today, the only time we could play hard is when I put Hood and Jared Polson in the game. I thought Dakari fought, and I thought the rest of us kind of went through the motions of playing. And I just don't get it. But that's what happens when you're a young team.
Cal, when did you decide that you were going to go with John?
It was really funny. I wanted to go Derek first to see how he'd do and want to give him a chance. And when I did, I saw John Hood sit back in his chair like, shh. And I saw Derek, and I just wasn't comfortable that he was confident enough right now in that game, the way the game was going. And I just said, Johnny Hood, get in there. And before I got out, he had jumped up, had his sweatsuit off, and was in the game. And then he played, and then he wouldn't shoot it. And I'm telling him, shoot the ball. And he makes the 1-3 that was a big play. Makes 56, 57 in the 5-minute shooting drill. Team was happy for him, and I'm happy for him. He's a guy waiting his turn to play, and whatever minutes we give him, he's ready to go.
John, how about the play where you guys missed a shot and Hood ripped the rebound away from State late in the first half?
Yeah.
How much was hustle like that a key today?
It was, because Alex didn't do it. Andrew and Aaron were just – James Young wasn't in. I mean, Julius. I mean, we just had a bunch of guys. The minute you start thinking you go on the road and you can walk in and just be who I am and win, that's when you start losing. Got to have fight. And that's why it's always good to have Dominic and John Hood and Jared. Those guys will fight like crazy. And I thought Dakari did a pretty good job. I thought he fought. Now, they put him in every kind of pick and roll imaginable, and it did affect us. But we weren't talking on defense. It was almost like we were trying to get out of the building. But I'm going to say it again. These guys are good at home. They were 3-1, had Florida down. Florida ends up beating them by 9. They had their chance to beat Florida. Missed a couple shots. So, you know, hats off to them. Don't act like we just played bad and won by 10. We fought to try to win a game.
Along those lines, you usually talk about on the road, any road win in the SEC is a good win.
Oh, I told the team, be happy. You win on the road. You know, the win at Vandy, the win at Missouri, this win, these are all huge wins. I wish we'd have had a couple more, but it's just hard.
Do you see that as a sign of growth at all, to be able to win on the road?
I don't think guys grew in this game. I mean, I just thought they played the same way throughout, and because we had enough of a depth, we could still win the game. That's what it was. So.
John, what about what Jared gave you in the game?
It was great. You know, he had a couple plays that, you know, like, why would you foul that guy in that layup? Give him the layup. Why give him an extra point? We were running an offense, and he just, at the top of the key, throws it. That's not the play. You can't do that. You got to have mental discipline just like everybody else and drive it to the wing and then throw it. And so he broke down some, but I'll tell you what he does. He tries. So how do you get mad? It isn't like, okay, I missed, so now I'll jog back and give a layup. We did that today. I miss a free throw, so I'm going to jog back and give him a layup because my emotion is tied into me and how I'm playing, not my team. That's what we're trying to break through. And again, we got great kids. These are, you know, I'm all over them. The TV guy said, you know, you were kind of angry. Yeah, most of the game. And they responded, and I told them, I'm not going to let them give us or each other their other than their best. You're going to bring it, or I'm going to be all over you, or I'm going to sit you. And you know, I've done that most of the year. And
Cal, at what point, when you get to the stage where you're still saying they're so tied up in how they're playing, what point?
May not happen this year. May not happen. They're 18 and 19-year-olds playing against 22 and 23-year-olds. In their whole lives, they were told they poop ice cream. No one caught that. A couple cameramen caught it in the back. And so everything is based on how they were or how they played, and we're changing it slowly. But do you think these are the only freshmen this way? Every freshman is this way. Every freshman that I've coached here has been this way. My other teams had veteran guys that could kind of push that along, and this team doesn't. But, you know, again, we're moseying along, trying to get better. There's going to be some games we're going to play coming up, like the one Wednesday. We're going to have to play better than this or we're not winning. And the one Saturday we're playing, we're going to have to play better than this or we will not win. So.
What did you think of the plays late in the first half where somehow Jared was defending Ware in the post?
And he fought him and, yeah, tipped it away. Did great. He did great. He fought, and it's just energy. That's all that is. And it's a fight you have that, you know, I'm going to give you everything in my body, and that's how he plays. And we got to get a bunch of guys playing that way. And I'll be honest with you, this season, I don't think one game we've had everybody play well. We're waiting for that game where everybody plays well. So part of it is we're young and they're playing every third game well, but, you know.
Julius's numbers were pretty good, but what was he not giving you that you needed?
There were plays he didn't pass the ball when he should have. There were other plays that he didn't. He's 250, 60 pounds. You have to get your hips lower than the other guy's hips and seal him. Sometimes it's in the middle of the zone, it's a guard. And he's always tiptoe. He never demanded us to throw it to him. And, you know, we've been going over it and talking about it. And then in defensively, he didn't help Dakari. And then to make a point, he overhelped to give up 2 threes. That's a baby. That's what babies do. I'm going to show you, and I'll give him 2 threes. What do you want me to do? Then you're out. Next guy in. And, again, he's a great kid. And this is all a learning experience for him. But, you know, and like I said, we're dragging them. But don't take away from Mississippi State what they did, how they played and what Rick got them to do. They had their chance to win, and that's what he's trying to do every day, and they had their chance to win this game.
With all the stuff you got from John Hood, you only put in 3 minutes in the second half. Did you think about more and why not?
No, you know, I'm going to go with our guys until, like I went with Alex, until I couldn't go with Alex. And then you're out. I can't play anymore. You missed a dunk, come on. And then I went back in the end, and he made free throws and had baskets to help us win the game. But he wasn't ready to play this game. They're kind of like Willie was for 3 games. I told him, that's your roommate. You ought to go talk to him. Don't go down that road, because when you're on, it's a slippery pole. You can't hold on to it. You end up at the bottom. So hopefully there's some lessons they take from this, and we come back and play better on Wednesday.